Someone once said that life on the farm is kind of laid back. But they probably weren't trying to raise 2 whole litters of piglets. I can't imagine being married 1 time, let alone twice. But I guess their pigamist lifestyle is working out just fine for those sister sows.
I'm Cara, the manager of Ralphie's Retreat. We love pigs, and this is a pig sanctuary. In our little corner of the world, people care a whole lot about animals, and pigs are no exception. They have so much personality. They're social, playful, clever, and they can get themselves into a whole pile of trouble. Sometimes, I think they're living in a world of their own.
Hi, I'm Winnie.
And I'm Nala.
And we've both had litters with our husband Jody. Jody is a big, fat, lazy pig.
And we love him that way.
We're pigamists because we know that love should be multiplied, not divided.
But it isn't always easy raising 11 little pigs.
17! I just had another litter during this recap.
Oh, you!
But would we want our lives any other way?
Not by the hair of our chinny chin chins.
Life can be really chaotic at Ralphie's Retreat. It seems like just yesterday that 2 of our sows had large litters at the same time. With all the young pigs running around, life can be a little extra chaotic. We don't want pregnancy at Ralphie's Retreat, but sometimes the females come in pregnant and we have to deal with that. Pigs are pregnant for 3 months, 3 weeks and 3 days approximately. And you know what? Pigs make incredible mothers. When the piglets are born, they literally shake themselves up and start running. They're really, really busy and they keep their mums on their hooves all the time. The atmosphere at the sanctuary when the babies are ready to be born is really upbeat. Everybody is excited to meet them. The first day that they make their debut outside, everybody is lining the fences waiting to greet them. Sometimes even the mothers get confused about which piglet is which. Let's get real, they all look the same. Luckily, everybody works together to raise the new members of the extended family. Winnie and Nala are the 2 mums of the group. They came to live at Ralphie's in fall 2016 after they were found stray. They were running loose with several other pigs.
That was before we found the Book of Mormon and settled down our Jody.
Nala is the brave one of the bunch. She's a big girl. She's got a lovely white raffle around her neck, and so she's easy to spot. She's a real social girl, and she's the first one to greet anyone into the pen. Winnie is the shy one of the group. She's kind of tiny and black, and she has a really unique ear, so it's easy to spot her in the group.
Everyone thinks Nala is the social one, and I'm shy. They got it wrong. I'm a former party animal. I used to be wild.
But just because the mums work well together, that doesn't mean the kids are going to get along.
Mom! Mom!
Stop it!
Mom, tell him to stop kicking me!
Mom! Ow, I'm gonna squeal on
Stop
you.
that right now!
Listen to your mother.
Which one?
The Book of Mormon says that we are never given more than we can handle.
But it really does take a village to raise a child, especially when some of those children get into their teenage years.
Wait now, this is my village too. And I don't want any part in raising their children. No way, no how. There goes the neighborhood. That's what I said to my Monroe when those sister sows first moved in. I don't approve of their lifestyle, and I don't appreciate all the noise and commotion coming from their side of the pen. I really don't know how Jody sleeps through it all, but that's all that man ever does. He just wallows there while his wives do the hard work. Ever since those pigamists moved here, they've been giving other decent animals some weird ideas. My own Monroe dared to ask me if he could have another wife. I told him, when pigs fly, Monroe. When pigs fly.
Don't listen to Hermione. I think that gang all seem like one big happy family. One really, really big happy family.
Oscar, will you quit hogging all the food, please? Winnie and I don't have the same parenting styles, and sometimes that can be a blessing, and sometimes that can be a curse. Personally, I like to reason with the kids. Oscar, you have 16 brothers and sisters. You have to share the food with them. You know that. Come on, listen to your mother now.
Which one?
But when I put my hoof down, our kids really listen. Listen up, you little mudcakes. If you think I'm cleaning this pigsty, you've got another thing coming. You think it's funny to drive me crazy? I'll show you crazy. Settle the down.
Winnie can be a little rough around the edges. She's an ex-partier from way back in the day. She grew up running around in those greased pig contests.
Nala went to Hog College. Sometimes, maybe that makes her think she's a bit of a silk purse instead of a sow's ear.
But we both put a lot of faith in the Book of Mormon. And we've learned over the years how to be a good team.
How to be good sister sows to one another.
And good mothers to our growing litter.
I'll tell you though, something funny seemed to happen to their next generation. It was Hard Party and Winnie who gave birth to Noelle, and Noelle is scared of her own shadow. She likes nothing more than to keep her snout buried in a book. And then it was soft-spoken Nala who gave birth to Holly. And Holly can be a four-legged little heck raiser. It's like somewhere along the way both moms got their curly tails crossed.
All Holly ever wants to do is meet boys and go see bands like Pink 182. Sometimes I wish she'd pay more attention to me.
All Noelle ever wants to do is stay on the farm and read boring plays like Pygmalion. She is such a snorer.
Those two little pigs fight like cats and dogs.
Back when I was in Hog College, I studied piglets in their formative years. I've been writing my own parenting book ever since. And I never expected to have a daughter like Holly.
You mom, I'm not a kid anymore, and I can dance all night if I want to or get crazy with the boys. You can't tell me what to do anymore.
Talk to Holly for me, will you? She's more like you anyway.
Ugh, what does that little piggy want to do now?
Go to market.
Is that old nightclub still open? I remember shaking my tail down at the market.
But Holly is still much too young.
Maybe you're right, Nala. I met Jody at the market. Wasn't too long after that we had our first litter.
Oh, you don't need to tell me. We both married a very charming pig.
Holly's still got a lot of living to do first.
Yes, she shouldn't be in the same rush that we were to become a baby factory.
I think we're more like piggy banks.
Oh, you.
Arg! I don't know how to talk to my own daughter. You talk to her.
Coming right up on Sister Sow.
Wait, Holly, wait. Please, don't run away.
You can stay home, sis, but this little piggy's going to the market.
Living here in Norfolk County, right on the edge of Lake Erie, gives the pigs lots of space to roam around. Sometimes a little too much space. If you were to visit the sanctuary, you would notice that there are literally fences everywhere. This is because pigs don't always get along. Like, we have everybody arranged in family or friendship groups so that they can live in harmony.
My friendship group meets every Tuesday evening in the grocery mart basement. They're nice, but I don't like the chanting.
We have the whole gamut of fences here at Ralphie's. Everything from metal hog panels, which are fantastic for pigs because they keep them, like, they're very strong and they keep them in. We have electrical fencing, which to some might sound a little cruel, but actually the electric fencing is to keep some predators out. For the pigs, we also use board fencing. On behind the boards, we then put electric fencing. So when you're fencing for a pig, you actually fence twice. The reason that we fence the pigs twice is because the board fencing is the most safe for them. It's strong, keeps them in, but unfortunately board fencing wouldn't keep a predator like a coyote out. So we use electric fence on the outside of the boards to keep the pigs safe from coyotes and other visitors that might come in. So all the electric fences are tied into this energizer right here. It's very simple. It's an on-off switch. flick it to on, see the light went going, and you can hear it clicking. Well, we could hear it clicking if someone didn't think it was supper time, but that's powering all the fences around the sanctuary.
And once I get to that switch, everyone will be free. For a price.
Part of having a sanctuary is constant ongoing maintenance. Fencing is a huge job for us here. Whether it's repairing and replacing old fencing or installing new fencing, it's happening constantly. So often the dogs will start barking late at night or when I'm resting after a hard day on the farm, and I'll come out onto the back deck and you can hear the coyotes all around. We know that they live in our woods, and they're very active when they're having their babies, and it's loud. And you know what? It's quite scary because you don't know where they're at or what they're up to. So we try and check in and make sure that everyone's okay. I've seen coyotes walk up here before, big ones.
And that might help you understand Kara's other segment on why there's so much poop everywhere.
So it's great that the community around us is always looking out for everything, but at the end of the day, we have to put up fences to protect our little community here to make sure that they're kept safe. Norfolk County is a very heavily forested area, and as a result, the woods are home to many, many animals. So, it's really important to be respectful of their life too, and respect that, yes, there are coyotes and there are foxes, and they have to survive too. So we try and balance everything and be as gentle as we can to the nature around us.
Nala and Winnie were as different as sister sows could be. But they set those differences aside so they could raise their husbands' piglets as a team. But will the next generation be able to set their own differences aside?
Mom tells me that I should be more like my sister, Noelle. But newsflash, Mom, Noelle is just my half-sister, the scaredy half.
The Book of Mormon says, "Yea, verily, it is a virtue to tiptoe through this life." Well, you can say that again.
Ugh, what a drip. Noelle's always reading her fairy tales and pig tales. I think she could learn to live a little.
Oh, the market, the market! How can I keep Holly from going there?
You're still her mother, Nala. You can absolutely ground her if you want. Put that girl in the timeout pen.
But that pen is where your Noelle usually hides away and reads.
I just don't understand that girl. Well, I guess both of our girls will have to learn to spend a little time together.
Oh, hi, Holly. Do you want to share this apple with me?
Is that all they give you to eat here in solitary confinement?
I kinda like being solitary.
Well, I'm sorry to wreck that for you, Noelle.
No, I didn't mean it that way, sister.
Half-sister? And sure you did. But we're stuck with each other. For now. Snoop Hoggy Hog is spitting rhymes and dropping dope beats tonight down at the market. I've got to figure out a way to get out of here. Or figure out a way to make Noelle figure out how I can get out of here.
What is all that terrible noise? It sounds like Kara's got her corn thresher stuck in a ditch.
Oh, that's just my iPig shuffle. If I can't make it to the concert tonight, I'm just gonna listen to my music here with you. Isn't this great? You and me are gonna have a party!
I could see that Holly was going to drive me crazy. It was getting so noisy in my reading pen that I may as well have been with all the brother and sister pigs.
Everybody!
What's that?
Time to strap on the feed bag!
Lunch.
And that's when it hit me. In the middle of all that commotion, the feed bag. I was never going to have any peace and quiet again if I didn't get Holly away from me and out to that club. But the feed bag that was going to be laying around after lunch, all emptied? Turn down your music, Holly. I think I've got an escape plan for you. Do you see that empty feed bag behind me? Well, that bag is your ride out of here.
I don't get it.
The man who drives the feed truck is here right now. But when he leaves again, right after lunch, he'll be taking all the empty bags with him to refill. And where does his feed truck go?
All the way into the city.
So there's somewhere between 45 and 50 bags of pig feed on here, plus some horse feed and some dog food as well. So we get everything from here. So that's over a ton of pig feed.
So when he drives away, you're going to be in the back of his truck wearing that feed bag as a disguise. And when his truck passes by the market, well, then you jump out.
Just in time for my concert. Noelle, you're an Einstein.
Well, thanks, but I only just read it in a book.
Huh. Maybe reading isn't such a waste of time after all.
And you'll take your iPig shuffle with you?
You should come with me too, girl. It's gonna be bumpin'.
Putting two little pigs that opposite together was like smashing together two pieces of plutonium. So of course it was going to blow up in everybody's faces.
Promise me that you'll be careful?
Only if you promise me that you won't tell Mom.
Neither of the moms?
Neither of the moms. Listen, half-sister. Pigs were born to play. We're not sheep. Noelle, are you a pig or are you a sheep?
That Holly was born to free range, but nobody was expecting her to free range that far.
There goes the truck. Oh, I hope Holly's okay.
Holly and Noelle had a hard time getting along in the time oat pen. But with some quick thinking on Noelle's part, they came up with a plan to solve both their problems. But will Winnie and Nala notice that Holly is missing? And can Noelle keep the plan a secret?
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Holly hasn't come home yet. Our moms are going to have our hides when they find out about this. I'm not made for this kind of stress.
Rise and shine, piglets. It's another blessed morning on the farm.
Blessed be, Sister Winnie. Blessed be. Do you want to start the morning roll call?
Nothing would make me happier, Sister Nala. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Whoops. Lost track with you all wiggling around like that. Where was I? Okay. 6, 7, 8, 12. No, I already counted you. Did I already count you? Okay, I've got this. You know, there was a simpler time when I was young and well-rested, when I was able to count to 10, even to 20. But those days are in the past. How many children have you got? Then don't start with me.
Blessed be. Everyone present and accounted for?
Yes, indeed. All 16 of our precious little pigs.
We have 17 little pigs.
We do?
We do.
Well, then we've got a problem.
Where is Holly?
And that problem's name is Holly.
Oh, that girl. She is just like you.
Hey, wait now. She's your daughter, Nala.
But she doesn't get any of her hog-wild behavior from me.
That's not fair. And Noelle doesn't get her dusty old bookishness from me. So,
All it took was a single lost pig, and the sister sows were wallowing in the mud against one another. Tisk, tisk, tisk. It's like I told my Monroe. 2 marriages are not better than one.
On a day like today, I can't believe I ever dared to write a parenting book. We needed outside help.
Holly was missing, and I knew that I needed to rally the Barnyard troops. So I grabbed my army helmet and tried to organize a search and rescue operation, even though I had not had my breakfast yet. All right, everyone, listen up. Holly the teenage pig has been missing since last night.
Oh my God!
Luckily, my army helmet turned out to be filled with oats. Okay, so, without further delay, oh, these oats are so oaty and good. We need to get ourselves into divisions and then spread out across the farm. Oh man, good oats.
Does Kara know that Ori's missing?
We all know that speaking directly to any human would violate straw law. The barnyard creature who has the best chance of communicating with Kara, oh man, would be Philomena the cat.
We'll get her to try.
So we'll all divide into sectors and then everybody raise the alarm. For Holly, let's turn this whole farm upside down.
oh, I love an animal in uniform.
That Rupert is a real pig of action.
He reminds me of our Jody.
All right, is everybody ready to search?
How can I make you understand? We've lost Holly, the
What are you trying to tell me? I don't really understand.
Maybe I should try barfing in the laundry bin.
Holly! 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 Hey! Holly!
Holly! Holly!
Holly? Holly, where are you?
They should have kept that headstrong pig on a leash. Holly!
Who was the last to see her?
We sent Holly out to the pen where your girl was reading. We have to talk to Noelle.
I didn't want to say anything to Nala while we're fighting, but I do know my own daughter. If Noelle had seen something, well, she'd have tattled to us already.
You won't be in any trouble, dear, but just tell us. Did Holly sneak away to see that rap show?
I don't know anything.
Did she sneak away on the back of that feed truck? Holly's not book smart like you are. She'd need her sister to put a plan like that together.
Holly doesn't call me her sister anyway. I'm just her half-sister.
So you do know something.
You know what I know? That pigs were born to play. Do you want us to be pigs or sheep?
You've never defied me before, young lady. And believe me, you're getting yourself into some really deep here.
And if I have to go to market and drag Holly home, then that's just what I'll do. My girl doesn't have the sense that God gave a grape.
Why don't you two just give us both a chance?
Noelle,
Language, young
I'm
lady.
shocked and kind of impressed.
Wait, do you hear that?
What?
The truck! The truck is back!
Holly! Oh, it's Holly! Thanks the heavens above! Thanks! Oh, she's back! Oh, my girl!
So the truth is, I never made it to the show. It was kind of scary out there all alone, so I weed all the way home. And in my pants a little.
I'm sorry I took this out on you.
And I'm sorry I took it out on you.
I'm just glad we're together again, safe and sound.
Hi, Holly.
Hi, Noelle. And you want to know something else? While I was out there, I started thinking about all the trouble I'd left behind for Noelle. I started feeling something I'd never felt before. Responsible.
You're back from the concert?
Actually, no, I'm back from the bookstore. I got you something, sister.
What?
We are an unconventional family, and we don't see things in the exact same way. But hey, that's kind of what a family is, right?
Maybe I was wrong about the Pigamists. I told my Monroe that he shouldn't be so biased.
You know what? I asked Winnie to co-author the next draft of my parenting book with me. It's only right. The sister selves are in this together.
So, try to see from another pig's point of view. We can all grow and change.
Teenagers are hard enough on their own, but trying to raise over a dozen at one time, that's really challenging. It demands a huge amount of teamwork, trust, and a whole lot of patience. Fortunately, the mamas at Ralphie's retreat have plenty of all three.
Sometimes you've just gotta have a little faith.
What? What did I miss?